Alright, hello fellow engineers, welcome back to Polybridge 2. So I've recently been made aware of this video of a crane, lifting a crane, lifting a crane, lifting a crane. And I thought it might be kind of cool to try and replicate that in Polybridge. We're going to go into Sandbox. We're just going to start off with a normal level. I think we're going to add some land, just so we've got no sea. And we're going to start off with a normal crane. I've never built a crane in Polybridge. This could be a bit of a learning experience, but I want to make that craneception. So to start with, I'm going to guess that I want to make my small crane first. I'm going to try and do this all in Polybridge materials. I'm not going to use custom shapes. So I want it to have little wheels. So how close can I get those together? Oh god, not very. 30. That could work actually. So 60 degrees. Trying to remember my 3 times table. Cool, I think that's not a bad little wheel actually. So we'll fill that with road. Alright, sorted. So copy a couple of those. So I think that's my first crane. These wheels aren't going to work. It's just a bit visual. So what I want to do is build some sort of frame. Right, so generally to get these to work, you need a hydraulic, I think, and make that expand. And then I'm going to sort of build an arm from this pivot point. So I'm just thinking along those sort of lines. Alright, let's see what that does first. Oh god. It collapsed big time. I should probably turn on Unbreakable as well. Alright, so let's see what that does. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I need the arm to move up. So I'm going to have to go in here and add a hydraulic phase. Now if I play this, the arm goes up. Nice. Okay, but that's not nearly far enough. So I think instead I'm going to go to that one. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay, so that might be fine for my first crane. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that, just lifting up a girder. Oh god, it's a bit swingy. It's a little bit swingy. Right, and then we'll just decorate this up a bit. And I haven't really advertised this too much before, but if you did want to support the channel, I now have YouTube memberships open. You can get yourself loads of cool emojis, and get this funky badge that changes with how long you've supported the channel for. And I also provide the odd occasional bonus video. But yeah, back to the job at hand. Right, nice. So there's our first ever crane. I might change the colours a bit later, but I think for now that's good. Now we need to find a way to lift this up with another crane. And I think for the next crane, we're going to want to change the style of it a bit. I will copy a lot of this just for starters. I think for this one we want, yeah, that sort of thing. Sort of does that. And I think if I just copy that up quite a few times. So I want this to sit directly over the middle. And then this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated. So I'm going to go from the same pivot point. I'm going to go over in that direction with a muscle. Then I'm going to build like a sort of counterweight over here. And then hopefully if I do these cables, one up to there and then one straight down. Oh god, this is going to be tricky. I think to winch up in the air, I'm going to use hydraulics. So I'm going to go straight down with 2. And then I'm going to do my cable from here. And I'm going to go to, I think, about there. And maybe another one to about there. Now I've worked out I'm nowhere near in the center. Which basically means my crane arm has got to be a bit longer. Just bung my cable back in. Okay, so let's see what happens. I'm going to guess I probably need a lot bigger counterweight because there's a lot of nodes down here. I think I sort of want to equal the number of nodes there to here. Although we could do with that point being way further forward. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh god, yep, the weight is going forward. Oh, it's tilting. It's tilting. Yeah, right, okay. So let's do twice the number of nodes and road pieces in our counterweight. I knew there'd be maths in this. God damn it. Right, there we go. That should weigh a crap ton more. Metric crap ton, that is. Let's see if it's any better. Oh, much better. Yes. Oh, okay, that's pretty bloody awesome, that. Whoa, okay, this is cool. So now we can move on to the next crane, which is going to have to be a big mofo, isn't it? Alright, so this one I'm going to prepare by adding a lot more nodes from the off. Right, and I might try and make my pivot point that point, so it's way closer. Right, so we got that. I think, again, let's do our cables from here first. I think this time we sort of want to go maybe from the back of the weight, like down there. Right, so we'll try and put that in the middle, maybe there-ish. And then if we do... Oh, it was our pivot point. It was from there. So we'll add a hydraulic in. We might need to do... Yeah, I think I'll do another one. Do a couple. And then we're going to build our arm following this. Then we accidentally copied all these cables, so I'll delete those and that one. And then put a point on the top, add the cables down to here. It's basically how these cranes work. They use like leverage. So you got a big weight down here. So that's trying to pull this tower with this cable to the right. That's pulling that way, and that allows it to have a big weight underneath. No idea if I've done this anywhere near correctly. Let's press play and see. Ooh, we've got a bend. We've got a bendy one. Okay, so it seems we don't quite have the strength to lift that up. So there's two ways we can go about fixing that. And I think the most obvious way would be just to make these a lot wider. Yeah, we'll go with that, copy that up, shove a point on, add our cable down to there. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to have to strengthen this with other means. But ooh, it's looking better. Oh, it's working. Oh no, there's too much weight. Oh, it is nearly working. Okay, I reckon actually if we put some hydraulic phases in, if we add in sandbox settings the hydraulic controller, and while we're at it, change it to Pine Mountains, my favorite of mountains, then it means down here we can say, no, don't you guys go, don't you guys go. Just this one goes. The next phase, no to that one, no to those two, but this middle one we want to go. And the final phase, just the big crane goes. So we'll try that. So yeah, just that crane went. Now this middle crane is lifting up. Tidy. And now the big crane should go. Oh god, you can see the weight. Oh no. It's almost good. It's sort of not good though. So essentially my sort of center of mass is a bit further forward than I thought it was. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that cable and move it a bit further to the left. So maybe like there. So we'll move that way. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to have to do what we did before and sort of just extend. So I can copy some of those up to there, and that's our new position. Cable down to there. Do a few hydraulics up the top. And then we'll see if that runs any better. Right, I can see this is flexing already. That's because I've made it a lot longer. So I'm going to guess this is going to bend. Yep, it's a bendy boy. That looks so gross. That looks really gross. But what I can do, you do actually see this sort of technique on cranes quite often. So if I just do two little stubby arm things, and they're sort of just some midpoints, I can then do cables, say from there to there, back down to there. What that will do, that will add strength, because it will mean as it tries to bend, so when it bent, this middle section went to the left, so creating a curve like along there. So these wires on this side, they'll go in tension when that tries to happen, so that will stop it happening. If it tries to bend the other way, that's what these ones are for. So hopefully this might be stronger. You've got these lifting up fine. Now the real test. Oh god. It definitely didn't bend as much, but we didn't have enough weight. So I think we're just going to have to add some weight. And to do that, I'm just going to grab, say, two rows, shove them there. Let's see, is that any better? Oh, you can see the extra weight straight off. It completely fell backwards. That might even itself out as it lifts this one up. Ready? Oh, okay, it lifts up perfectly, but it is sort of sat on the floor. So I think I'm going to remove a layer. Maybe add a bit of support. Right, that's better. It's definitely off the ground. Oh, it's heavy. It's swinging. Oh no, I think it swung too far. And I think what we'll do then, we'll just try and add an extra wheel. Of course, these wheels are just visual. But if I do that, that will move our sort of pivot point. Just bring the weight back a bit. If I just clog up those holes. Right, first crane is good. Second crane is good. Now the big boy. Oh, it's looking not too bad. Oh, it just goes too far away though. No, it is good. It is good. If we let it settle, we do have a bit of flex in the middle though. And let's speed this up until it settles. Right, there we go. It's looking good, in my opinion. If I were to add one more crane, I'm going to need serious reinforcement. That one still could use a bit more. So I think I might try and fix that. Literally just by doing the same thing. So if I add another load of cable, that should be less inclined to move now. We speed this up. Nice. Alright, so now I'm going to attempt to add a fourth and final crane. If you want to help me out by giving the video a like, give me some inspiration, that would be much appreciated. Alright, so doing it by eye, I've just added a wheel to the front and back and made the weight a lot bigger. I'm going to have my sort of pivot point there. So let's use cables to sort of do a guide. Oh god, okay, up to there. Right, that should work. I think could is the right word. Definitely not should. Alright, that's that bit in. I think I'm going to make these as wide as possible. So I'm thinking if I copy that the whole way up, we might be good. The downside with Polybridge is I know every single node is adding weight, and the strength I'm gaining is probably a lot less than the weight I'm adding, but it looks cool. And that is half the battle with these mega machines, right? Oh, and I've built that in completely the wrong direction. I was not paying attention. So we're going to that point. Alright, so I'm about 100% certain that this will collapse and bend. But we'll have a look first, just to make sure. I might be wrong, but I'm probably going to have to add those tensioners, like these things I added on this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see I made that go straight away. You can see that is fully bending. So I'm going to add, and rather than just in the middle like that one, I'm actually going to do them at thirds. I'm going to go from there up to there, straight across to that one, and then to there. Right, let's see how that does. Okay, so that was interesting. That one, that actually inverted on itself. So I might just make these triangles, just so these points can't move. Oh, it still very much wants to bend. Holy crap, okay. What if we copy this to the middle? So what if we do that? It's made that shape completely unintentional, I swear. Hey, Pad, what's going on, dog? You're a good boy, aren't you? You're a good boy. Do you hate architects? Do you hate architects? Yeah, he hates architects, doesn't he? Yeah, good boy, good boy. Right, so with Paddy spurring me on, I've thought of a potential way to make this a bit better. So I think if I add another cable, a long one, but I reckon if I go like that, and then sort of muscle kind of like that, and then triangles in the middle. This is like a weird diamond muscle thing. And that should stay still. I could also add that probably. It looks cool. So that's a good sign, right? That should allow this to have loads of strength. Whether it works like that, not entirely sure. Right, and then we'll cable this side up to the middle. We want 3 cables on either side. And what is that? It looks like a sword in the stone. A sword in the crane. Right, so will this bend? Oh, it still bends a bit. Not as much as it did though. I can see that's really, really bent. So what I might do down here, first off, make it a bit wider. I can't go too wide, because then I'll clash with those nodes in there. But if we try that... Yeah, this doesn't bend at all now, so that's good. This still very much does bend. I don't think this big technique seems to be working. I'm going to go back to my original one. And I think what I might do, I might just have loads all the way up. Alright, so let's see, is that any better? Okay, still very much bends. What if we add, like, middle ones? Still bends! Not steel bends, it still bends. I'm going to turn all these triangles, so I did see them flapping about in the last replay. And then I could even extend these out further. It's a bit more like a ship's mast now. It still wants to bend. Look how saggy that side is. Right, and then down here, I've sort of made a little timing thing, because we know that this one takes a while to settle. It gets all swingy. So I've put in my hydraulic controller, when that third crane lifts up, we've then got this Vespa. As you know, these are very slow vehicles, but I've actually put a 30-second time delay on. So that should just give this crane time to, like, settle down, stop swinging, before this one tries to lift. Alright, so let's play this. I know that this bends, but I honestly don't know if I can do much about it. I've tried all my engineering ingenuity, and it has failed me big time. Alright, this is laggy as anything now as well. I was going to try and add another crane, but don't think that's going to be possible. Alright, crane 1 is up in the air. Crane 2, oh, there's a lot of weight, but it is up. And now we've got our 30-second timer. Whilst you wait for this little dude, and then his friend will be waiting for afterwards. Alright, so you can see the moped is moving down the bottom right. So then these hydraulics will come on and... Oh god. Oh, it moves. Oh, it's collapsed big time. Whoa, where's that one going? Oh dear. No. No. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, this is incredible though. They're literally all going off them. Oh crap, what happened there? Oh no, look, there's a bottom. It just disintegrated on the bottom. Oh wow, I am sorry to all those involved. That was horrible. Look, the final moped's going, and that means all the hydraulics will release. Oh dear. Right, I am sort of thinking maybe I don't want this to be a pivot point. Maybe I do literally just want to brace like between all of these. People probably won't like this, but my computer is lagging so bad. I'm sort of running out of being able to add anything. If I add an anchor like there, and another one down there. I don't think this is cheating really. It's just like pinning it to the ground. Like these big cranes, they do like anchor themselves because they don't want to slide about. So I reckon it's fine. Oh god, look at it being pulled. Oh, it's bending that way. It's working better. Although no, they've gone off the edge. Are they going to make a comeback? Are they going to make a comeback? No, he's tipping. He's tipping. Oh no. I'm surprised it bends that way now. Although, that is an improvement. We definitely helped it. Although I'd not want to be the guy operating that crane. You're quite right. If you're in the others though, you'd be sort of safe, I reckon. Why is that one like collapsed in the middle as well? Right, so one of the problems is all the weight of this crane is pretty much going through this node. Because that's where these big arms come off. So I'll do a cable from there. So now that's being supported. So now hopefully that shouldn't rotate too much. I'm also a bit concerned on this one. I've got too many hydraulics, so it lifts things up too quickly. I could spread them out into different hydraulic phases, so it does just one at a time, because obviously all at once, well, that's like 5 times the speed, because there's 5 hydraulics. Look at the top just bend. The base like doesn't move, it's all the top. I do think maybe if I slowed it down, it would be a bit better. Although our 3-point harnesses seem to be doing a lot better. That looks like the saddest crane you've ever seen. Aww. Alright, so that was better. But to be honest, I'm not really happy with it. So I might delete all of this. I know. Alright, so I'm just using this crane's arm. I guess you can call it an arm. And I'm putting 2 side by side. So as you know, the way polybridge works is each node adds weight. So we're doing this. We've effectively, I hope, doubled the strength. But we've only added 50% more nodes, not double. And hence, we've only added 50% more weight. Alright, and I think just to save on the momentum, I'm going to add a few more hydraulic phases just to do those last hydraulics a bit slower. Oh god, the lag is real. The lag is real. Right, so E, I think we only want like one of them to go to start. F will have just the next one go. G will have the next 2. And then H will have the final one. And hopefully that will go a bit slower and it should stop everything flinging about everywhere. Right, come on then. We got the power of Paddy this time. Crane 2 is lifted crane 1. Nice. Crane 3 is lifting. And now we have our 30-second wait for the moped while it all settles. Right, the moped is off. Slow it down. 50% speed. Oh god, it's bending. It is bending. But not that much. So we've done that first hydraulic. This might be working. Oh, it's bending a bit more though. It is raising up. Oh, it's moving forward though. I think it might be working. Oh god, don't invert, don't invert. We might have to add some timers. Oh yeah, it's gone upside down. Oh shit. So that viral video, this is sort of showing like what sort of engineering like went into that. It's pretty easy to get wrong, in my opinion. Right, so I think it went wrong at the second phase. So if I move him in there, he's another timer. And then if I duplicate, you know, what are you boys doing down there? Get back up. Get back up. I literally can't move the leg. Right, and we'll try again. Is this crane gonna lift up? Yes, it has lifted up very slightly. I'm worried it's moving that way though. It's swinging so much. Would it be wrong to like have a cable? No, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Boosh! And what I'm thinking, it's a bit sneaky, but let's just do a little support cable like that. And that should stop it moving too far, I hope. Right, come on then. What have we got? What have we got? Right, ready? So the first hydraulic down here is moving, and the third crane is just about off the ground. You see it just sliding across there. So I think third hydraulic is lifting it up. It's trying to move. Hopefully this cable should help now, because it means it can't move too far in that direction. Oh, God. Right, so the first 2 have gone. I think we're currently on the 30-second wait, but that looks pretty good. That actually looks like I might have done it already. Alright, so when that second moped moves, there you go. So this one we've got 2 hydraulics going. So it's going to go very high, very quickly. Oh, it looks okay. Oh, that's going to be a lot of momentum when that stops though. It's swinging big time. Oh, and it's coming down now. It's coming down. It is coming down. Boosh. Oh, it's such a mess. I really want to turn Unbreakable off, but then they'll just collapse instantly, I think. Shall we see what happens? All right, so let's see what happens if we run this with Unbreakable off. Have I engineered this to work? I think we all know the answer. Oh, instant carnage. The counterweights are going flying. Oh man, we got like 10 FPS or something. What a mess. Right, Unbreakable, back on please. Right, so now we're testing this out with that hydraulic removed. I am starting to think maybe I should have like done some maths and stuff to get the perfect like locations and weights. Obviously in real life, that's how they would have done it. Well, I'm sure you could have worked that out. They wouldn't just do this. Like, attempt 1. Nope, we destroyed £10 million worth of cranes. Right, attempt 2. Nope, we destroyed £10 million worth of cranes. Oh dear. No, that's gone. That's gone. That was way worse. I tell you what, I'm getting rid of the top hydraulic. Right, people laughed at me when I got a 3090 and I mainly played Polybridge. But look at this frame rate. Look at this frame rate. I reckon that's pretty damn good. And I hate to quote Spiffing Brit again, but Polybridge, at least now, looking at this, is a perfectly balanced game. Can I rip Spiff off again? But yeah, there we have it, guys. A crane, lifting a crane, lifting a crane, lifting a crane. I nearly forgot the last one there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any other like cool builds you want me to try. Any other viral videos. I quite like the viral videos. Like, this was fun. This was hard, but it was fun. But yeah, peace, love, and cranes. I'll catch you next time, guys. Take it easy. Bye.